Ladies and fictional men, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Kit. Today's video is actually technically going to be a 2-in-1. First part is a read and wrap up, the second part is a TBR. So, first question, did I read my TBR for this month? The answer to that is no. The reason being, I just didn't really read this month. I was also ill, like literally at the end, and I typically read for most at the end of the month. So I'm filming this on the 26th of May. I got heat stroke, and then I caught a cold, and then I got my period, and it's, yeah. 3-in-1 knocked me down. I barely read, like, I think all I was doing was watching YouTube, and, well, I say that, all I've been watching is Criminal Minds, and I think I went from season 8, no, that's season 9 to season 11. But yeah, anyway, I read 2 books this month. The first one was The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. Did it make me cry? No. Is it a new favourite? No. And I read it in hardcover format because paperback isn't out yet. Also, would I say it's up there with her other books? I'm going to say no. But is it one of the books that I will reread? Yes. And then the only other book I read was actually on my TBR, and that is The Sins of a Father by Christopher Golden, which is a Buffy book. It's here. I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. Did it make me cry? No. Is it a new favourite? No. And the format I read it in is paperback. I also apologise if you can hear the wind. My room is really hot, and I don't like the heat. Time to pick my TBR. I have added like a couple in here, so let's shake. And I'm hoping I don't get any that I got from last month. I don't even remember the ones I got from last month off the top of my head. There we go. I'm going to pick 3 this time, because I think I went too much into it, because I picked 5. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. This a book beginning with the same letter as your most recent film watch. This is one of my new ones. The most recent film I've watched was Wish. So it has to begin with a W. Oh, I know it'd be right. I'm going to check over there. It took me a while, but I did find one, and that's Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Cranor. So this is the blurb. Pardon me. Welcome to Night Vale, a friendly desert community where the sun is hot, the moon is beautiful, and mysterious lights pass overhead while its citizens pretend to sleep. It's a town like your town, with a city hall, a bowling alley, a diner and a radio station, reporting all the news that's allowed to be heard. It might be more like your town than you'd like to admit. In this ordinary town, where ghosts, aliens and government conspiracies are part of everyday life, the lives of 2 women with 2 mysteries are about to converge. From the creators of the wildly popular Welcome to Night Vale podcast, oh, it's a podcast, comes an original mystery of appearances and disappearances and the struggle to find ourselves no matter where we live. That reminds me of that show on Netflix. It's a cartoon, and it's like this guy, oh my god, I've forgotten what it's called. It originally wasn't in English, and you don't actually know the identity of the person doing the podcast. So first contact is done. Pretty proud of that one. Sometimes I forget that my bookshelves are not organised by alphabetical order with the titles. It's with the authors. I don't own any books by someone who has a W in their first name. So let's shake. Okay. Oh, it's a thin one. Okay. If it's same as one from last month. I'll just read it. That's it. Sorry, I'm only looking. I can't read it. There you go. Read a book that has your favourite colour on the cover. So my favourite colour is black and green. So I found a book. It kind of does have both my favourite colours, but it has one colour more so. So my favourite colours are black and green, but a lot of the time I do say green. And I've chosen My Throat, An Open Grave by Troy Bovalino. Apologise if I mispronounce it. Can't we just look at this amazing cover? It's covered in hands and plants, leaves, flowers, and I just think it's so pretty. This is for blurb. In the small town of Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, they fear the Lord of the Wood almost as much as they fear God. According to legend, ghosts of the nearby forest steal unattended babies, leaving enigmatic tokens of wood and bone in their place. Leah Jones didn't believe the legend, thinking it was just a way to scare the local kids, until her baby brother disappears. Filled with shame and the weight of the town's judgment, Leah crosses the river into the Lord of the Wood's domain to bring her brother back. But the devilish figure who has haunted Winston for generations isn't what she expects. He tells her she can have her brother back for a price. It's a bargain that will uncover secrets her hometown has tried to keep buried for decades, and what she unearths will have her questioning everything she's been taught to fear. This sounds so good, and I'm so excited. Right. I know I said 3, but now I'm actually enjoying picking up for my TBR, so I am going to do 5. It also, in a way, yes, I didn't read that much, but kind of helps me aim to read more. Okay, oh, that was a nice noise. Next one. Oh, looks like it's a short one. Sorry, I'm trying to I can't read what it says. So yeah. Read a book that reminds you of your WIP, which means work in progress. In the eyes of the dolls. So I'm working on a poetry book that's split into 3 sections, and it's kind of dark. So, oh, I know what book I'm actually going to pick. Found it. So I've chosen Eyes Like Me by Sheena Kamal. Reason for it is because it has eyes in the title. This is blurb. Noah Watts is about to discover that you never really put your past behind you. The call comes in just after 5 in the morning. I'm immediately on guard because everyone knows that nothing good ever happens before 7. I've never heard the name Everett Walsh before, but according to him, I may know something about a missing girl. Troubled, misunderstood, and with more than enough problems of her own, Noah doesn't want to get involved. But then she sees the photograph, a girl, a teenager, with her eyes. How can she turn back on her? But going in search of her daughter brings Noah into contact with a past that she would rather forget. As she begins to investigate, she uncovers a dangerous conspiracy and embarks on a harrowing journey of deception and violence that takes her from the rainy streets of Vancouver to the snow-capped mountains of the Canadian wilderness, and finally to the island where she will face her greatest demon, a shadowy figure from her own dark past, all to save a girl she wishes had never been born. Oh, this sounds so good. Do you know what I'm actually going to do 5? Because I just love finding my TBR. Right, next one. Next one. There we go. Read a book whose cover is the same colour as your top. So blue and green. This has blue in it. Do you know what, yeah? I'm going to pick a book. Wait. Do you know what? I'm going to see if there's a better book. And first, blue and green. So, after a long bit of deliberation, I found the book. So it's Ever After Always, a Birmingham, I'm guessing it's part of the series, but I don't know. It's by Chloe Leese, and it looks more blue on camera. They literally look the same on camera, but they're not in real life, or at least in my room, with like no lights on. It kind of looks purplish blue. But anyway, this is the blurb. Aiden. I've spent 12 years loving Freya Bergman, and 12 lifetimes won't be enough to give her everything she deserves. She's my wife, my best friend, and all I want is to make her happy. But oh my god, I can't read. But for one thing that will make her happiest is the one thing I'm not sure I can give her. Freya. I love my husband Aiden, but recently he has been quiet and withdrawn. With a growing distance between us, the last thing we need is to be thrown together for an island getaway to celebrate my parents' many years of perfect marriage, while ours is on the brink of collapse. Despite my meddling siblings and a week in each other's constant company, the trip somehow gets us working through for trouble in paradise. But when we leave paradise and return to the real world, will trouble find us again? You see, I'm a bit iffy about this book, but still, if I have it, that means I want to read it. How many books? Oh, last book. Please be a good prompt. Please be a good prompt. I wonder, do I have to start a series? If I do, I want that. Let's pick this one. There we go. Read a book that has your age and page count. I remember doing this last month, so I'm not going to do that one. So let's pick out another one. Or at least I tried to do that one. This one is a book with the same letters in the title as your current show's initial. This is one of my new ones. So as I said, I'm currently watching Criminal Minds. So C and M. Do you know what? I'm going to find a book that goes with that. Because quite frankly, I'm not sure. So I'm back. And now, of all my books, I found two that fit this prompt. One is a Christmas book. So murder, so again, it's CM, so it can have, so I'm watching Criminal Minds, so CM, which means it can have C and M, anyone for title. Murder for Christmas Express by Alexandra Benedict, or My Policeman. It's not December and it's not even winter. We're going into summer, so I'm not going to pick Murder for Christmas Express. So can we talk about this spoiling? Don't put it there. You're going to. So this is My Policeman by Bethany Roberts, and I know it's a film with high stars in it. It is in 1950s Brighton that Marion first catches sight of Tom. He teaches her to swim in the shadow of a pier, and Marion is smitten, determined her love will be enough for them both. A few years later, in Brighton Museum, Patrick meets Tom. Patrick is besotted with Tom and opens his eyes to a glamorous, sophisticated new world. Tom is their policeman, and in this age it is safer for him to marry Marion. The two lovers must share home until one of them breaks and 3 lives are destroyed. It sounds semi-good. Yeah. Of all my books, I think I'm actually most excited for My Throat Open Grave or Eyes Like Me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment down below what videos you want me to do and questions, and then I'll happily do a Q&A video. Also give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in my next one.